with another process video. Today I am going to be using this piece of paper right here. It is by Pink Fresh Studios' new Live More line. Right here I am cutting out all the marble insets that are on this paper. I have an aversion to the new marbled look of papers that have been out this past year. Don't care for it. So I'm cutting out all the pieces of this paper that have the marbling. I love this paper. I like the stripes. I like the configuration of the stripes. I think it's really interesting and neat. I just didn't care for that other piece. So I take this fine and dandy paper and I am going to use the striped side of it to put behind that Pink Fresh paper. So I'm going to have some gray stripes instead of that gray marbling. Doesn't that paper look pretty neat? I love that. I don't know why, I really like that. So I'm going to go ahead and try and figure out where I want my picture to be. Then I decide I am going to kind of put a little color on it, just on this on the fine and dandy paper. I use this Heidi Swapp Color Shine and Seafoam and just spray it around the page. And I don't know why this is, but none of my Heidi Swapp Color Shines actually spray. None of them. You see how that one was having them big old globs, which is fine because I was going to splatter anyway. So there. So it ended up working out, but yeah, they don't spray well. So these flowers right here, I had cut those out for a previous project that I did for the one of the paper issues challenges, and I had just had those left over. I gave them a little bit of a spray with the sea foam as well. I'm going to use those to embellish my page. So now that I have that misting done, I'm going to go ahead and attach those papers together right here. I'm trying to get them straight, but that fine and dandy paper seems to be a little bit bigger than the Pink Fresh Studio paper, and I do end up having to trim off. I don't know if I had to trim off all 4 sides or just 3 sides. I can't remember. I'm going to go ahead and put my doily down right there, and I'm trying to find where I might want these flowers to be. So right here, basically, I decided I wanted to have a cluster at the top right, something going on at that lower left of that photo, and then at the top left of the page I was going to have a cluster there as well. Here's where I'm trimming off those sides because that bottom paper sticks out further than the Pink Fresh, and I'm not sure what that's all about. I probably cut the branding strip not quite right on that fine and dandy paper. I'm going to pop my picture up on foam tape. I did pull out one of those doilies. That is one of those Cambridge doilies that I got off of Amazon. And I'm going to go ahead and tuck my flowers in. I'm just going to give them a little bit of glue. I'm not going to glue down the entire flower, just toward the center-ish. Looks like I did put some on those inside leaves a little bit. And then I'm going to glue down this one right here at the bottom of this photo. This is a picture of Kayla, and this is kind of funny. She took a selfie while she was actually in labor. So this is just a little bit before she had Bentley. I mean, like just a little bit, like, you know, I don't know, 2 hours before she had Bentley. She had taken a selfie and sent it to me. I'm going to go ahead and start trying to build that cluster up at the top. I think I put one of the flowers up there. This die cut that I put up there, set up at the top there, this is the story of the first. This is her first child. That one I put it over on the right. I'm not sure what that says. I don't know if that's the one I keep or not. I do keep that pink piece. I do have a word phrase at the top of the photo, but I can't tell if that's the one. The one that ends up going there says ongoing story. Right there I stuck a label underneath the flower and the the die cut piece, the square that says the story of the first. Here I'm trying to figure out what I might want to put down here at the bottom. Now, when I wasn't sure what my title would be, so I just pulled out some of those foam word phrases or foam word stickers. These might be the Amy Tan ones, I can't recall, but when I decide to use that as my title, everything I did over on that bottom left ends up going away. Here I'm trying to cut out this pink card. It says, "This is where I need to be." I played around with using that, but it doesn't end up making it. I thought that'd be kind of funny because she actually literally needs to be there because, you know, unless she wants to have a baby at home, which I guess isn't really unheard of. So I'm still trying to make some words work down there at the bottom. They're not going to. And that piece is right there at the bottom right. It's not going to stay there either. These ones right here, they're called wild. I pulled out a puffy word that says little and a puffy word that says adventure. So that's going to be the title, Little Adventure. And the little is going to kind of sit up on the photo a little bit. Right there. And the adventure is going to go underneath it. The top of that D is going to kind of nestle between the second T and the L. I am going to pull out some foam tape and pop up the bottom half of the word little because it is resting on the photo and the photo was popped up. This will take me a minute to do because I have to cut them in teeny tiny slivers. Well, maybe not teeny tiny, but I have to cut them into small slivers. Just giving those a little pop up. So do any of you guys like to watch Netflix? I'm kind of a Netflix junkie. There's a new Netflix original out right now. It is called 13 Reasons Why. And I've been binge watching it this weekend. I'm like, I think on episode 11. It is pretty good. It's kind of, it's probably a little akin to Pretty Little Liars as far as like the genre of it, I think. Anyways, I mean, it's not like that, but like the storylines and, you know, the relationships between the kids, they're teenagers. It reminds me of that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pop that die cut up that says the story of the first, and I'm going to put it down right there on top of that top flower. So right there above that photo, what I end up having down there is a pink strip, a word phrase that says ongoing story, and a chipboard piece that says love. Here I pull out some pink brads. Yes, pink brads that you actually have to pierce the paper. Yeah, here is where I was layering up that pink piece with that word phrase that says ongoing story. I thought I'd already stuck it down when I was talking about Netflix because I wasn't watching, but I didn't. I put this chipboard piece on top of it. It says love. Then I pull out this, what's that called? Stamper's Secret Weapon. It's like this foam piece kind of. And that's what I set my layout on to pierce it to put the brads through. I love brads. I remember it's probably been a year or so I was doing a voiceover and I kept talking about brads, and for like, I don't even know how many videos in a row I kept pulling out the brads. And I haven't pulled them out in a while, and I don't know why. I think it's because I actually put them away. So now I actually have to remember to get them out. But I think when I pulled these out, I think I was actually on the hunt for sequins and didn't find any that I wanted to use. I did have some gold ones, but the label that's up there at the top, it's kind of outlined with a rose gold. So I didn't really want to use gold also. Okay, that's all I do to the layout. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.